How would you feel about doing like a cold open?
That's fine. Is this it?
I don't know.
You want me to just like, you want me to make some sound or something?
No. You know what? We should have talked about this before. I got an idea.
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
We're going to cut most of that out.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Good Dumb Fun Show. My name is Josh.
My name is Patrick.
And how are you?
I'm all right, man. How are you?
I'm good. Do you think people care?
No.
You know, we always start with the how are you.
No one cares.
Surely that's not true.
No, it is.
Well,
I asked.
You asked?
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
Every viewer.
Well, that wouldn't take long.
Yeah. See, what the viewers don't know is that there's a secret YouTube code that lets you track down the IP address of everybody that watches. So, yeah, I send everybody mail. I should be getting correspondence in the next few weeks.
Okay. Is that the same one I use that, like, tracks not only watch time, but how long their eyes were actually on the screen?
Yes.
Because we use their webcams to see if they're actually watching and not distracted by other things, you know?
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. Man, analytics are crazy.
You know what's funny is that we joke about it, but in 20 years, that's probably... Like, we know the government's doing that now, but I bet even companies like YouTube can probably do that, and if not do it right now.
We know the technology's there because
they've been doing it since pre-9/11.
Well, think about your phone. Like, if your phone uses Face ID...
That's true.
Try to unlock your phone without looking at it.
That's true.
Like, put your face towards your phone, but look somewhere else. It's not going to unlock.
I get angry when it doesn't unlock.
Me too.
Because then I have to look at it like...
You're like, I'm driving right now. I can't take my eyes off the road. Just kidding. Be safe out there. But, no, I worry about that for, like, ads. I'm like, at what point? Because you know how, like, if there's an ad running on certain apps, you can't close the app, or it, like, pauses the ad.
Yeah.
So, like, okay. So, like,
no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like Spotify or Pandora.
Yeah.
You can't get off because it's like, watch this ad and then get 30 minutes of free music without commercials.
Right.
But if you close the app, it like ruins it.
Yeah.
I worry that one day ads are going to be so like analytically advanced that they're going to use that Face ID technology and they're going to say, if you even look away from your screen,
the ad restarts.
The ad will not count. Like,
dude,
the ad will pause every time you glance at something else.
It's so funny you brought this up because, and I don't know if I got rage baited because you never know now. Like, everything is made up.
It's all AI.
But I saw a video of somebody was recording their Xbox and they were like, ads have made it into video games, like literally while you're playing. And they were playing a game and it paused their game and opened up a menu to be like, here's how you can get more with Xbox Plus or whatever.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I was like, dude, I'm thinking back to my competitive days. I'm like, if I am in the trenches, full knees deep in the war zone, and I get paused on by an ad and I die because of that, I think I might I might snap my monitor in half, dude. I would freak out. I would go crazy.
So you're talking about in games where like you can't pause,
like a competitive game, yeah,
like Call of Duty or something, where like you're playing live. There's no pausing,
right?
Because I remember having that conversation with my parents because like I was in high school. I got an Xbox for Christmas. Like, it was awesome. I played Call of Duty with my friends. You get online, you get in, and it like they just don't know how it works. And they're like, can you pause that? It's time for us to go, or it's time for dinner, or I need your help with something.
Pause it.
And I'm like, look, I'm not trying to be that kid, but I literally cannot pause this. If I pause it, like, I'd be better off just closing it off.
Right.
Like, let me
go out on my own terms.
Yeah, let me yeah. Exactly.
Let me die in
let
peace.
me go out on my own terms is a great way to put it, because I'm like, I'm not going to pause it, because all that's going to do is just shield me from watching what's going to happen to that guy.
Yeah.
As somebody like undoubtedly finds me and puts a tomahawk in my back or
100%.
something. 100%. Yeah, I remember those days.
Dude.
Do you ever get upset about what do you call it? It's a type of advertising where it's almost subliminal, where they're like you'll be watching a movie and you kind of notice throughout the movie all of these cars are Mercedes.
Yeah.
And I forget what type of advertising that's called, but sometimes it can be done like pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
And other times it is so in your face, it's just gross.
Yeah.
And that upsets me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember, I think it might have been the Avengers movies or something where
It started with Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm like, all these cars are Audis.
Everything's Audi.
Yeah, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah.
And then I
That's where it started.
think in the Blacklist TV show, everything's Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if they're just driving these cars, that's fine, but don't give me like a 30-second Audi commercial where they're like, you know, peeling into this.
Yeah.
Like, it might be like a cool scene, but like the logo takes up half the screen for like 5 straight seconds, and I'm like, I know what you're doing.
I take it back. They may have started that with the Transformers movies.
That could
Bumblebee.
be. Oh, like Chevy.
Turning into the sleek new Camaro that came out that year.
Yeah, but that Camaro was pretty cool. I kind of liked that at that time.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's, I mean, they might have been trying to sell Camaros. I'm sure they'd sold some Camaros.
Have you seen the amount of Camaros?
Oh, there's Camaros everywhere.
It's everywhere,
Yeah.
bro.
I feel like half this town is Camaros, Chargers, and Challengers. No offense.
Facts. Oh.
All right, cut that out then.
You want to throw my address out there while you're
where do you live?
identifying me?
Well, how are they going to
man.
find you in the sea of
That's true.
those vehicles?
That's true.
You know? And I didn't say which one was you.
That's fair.
And you have the ability to cut that out. You edit this. So bleep it. Or something. But I apologize. But yeah, I think I noticed it in the Avengers movies. I noticed it in Blacklist, where I'm like, if you're sponsored by a particular vehicle, that's fine. Like, you got to get your funding from somewhere.
Yeah.
But like, does it have to be that in your face?
The most egregious one that's even, in my opinion, it's worse than all the things we've talked about so far. In Batman v Superman, which not going to argue whether that was a good movie or not, the legit, I'm not exaggerating. I need to go in and actually time it. The first 5 minutes of screen time is Batman driving around in the Jeep that came out that year. And every shot is like buildings collapsing, Superman shooting lasers everywhere, and I don't think, in my memory, a single until he gets out of the car and starts ripping somebody out of the rubble, the Jeep is always center in the frame. It's crazy.
Is this like the Batmobile?
I'm gonna say no, dude. It's a regular Jeep.
Why is Batman driving a Jeep?
Bruce Wayne, like he's just chilling, and he's in this Jeep.
Okay, talk about identifying
and they're like,
people.
look how cool.
We don't know that Bruce.
I don't
Wayne
know who Batman is.
Batman.
But driving that Jeep, it's egregious.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna send you the clip after this.
Movie.
It's insane.
I think I saw that movie. Is that Ben Affleck and
Yes.
the other guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that, and it's the one where he's like, "Do you bleed?
Yes,
You will."
that's it.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Remember
liked it.
It was fine. I don't know. I liked what DC was trying to do. I just didn't like what they did.
Yeah, they rushed it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, the movies, I liked what they were attempting. I didn't care for the movies, you know?
Yeah.
They were fine. I want to rewatch the Christian Bale Batman trilogy.
It's so good.
Because that was so good. And I'm like, I need to see that again.
Yeah.
With, like,
it's unbelievable.
Tom Hardy's Bane.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's so
Heath
good.
Ledger's Joker.
Yeah. I think
That Scarecrow guy.
Dark Knight and Man of Steel easily. I don't think there's no current DC movie that's even close to those two movies, and I don't know if they ever will.
I think I liked Man of Steel.
Man of Steel is one of my favorite movies.
But Christian Bale's Batman trilogy
But Dark Knight
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them are good.
Yeah.
I liked all three of them.
Yeah.
But Dark Knight is,
Yeah.
I mean, Heath Ledger and all that stuff.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if you're not into like superhero movies,
Yeah.
watch those movies.
For
'cause
sure,
They're,
they're good
so
movies.
good. Yeah. Anyway,
What are we doing?
I don't know, dude. We just got off on an immediate, like, insta tangent. But hey, welcome to the Good Dumb Fun Show. Happy Martin Luther King Day. That's when this
that's
is.
true.
That's
Yeah.
when this is coming out. So we get a. Not everybody gets a day off, but we get a day off in his honor.
Resting, relaxing.
Yeah. So that's nice.
You're watching the pod.
Yeah. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, you should watch the pod.
Whether you're at me?
Yeah.
Why would I watch my own podcast? I already have to watch it once to
That's true.
proof
That's true. Listen, I love you.
Yeah.
But, dude, sometimes when I'm editing this, it's brutal.
You're like,
I'm like,
hate
I
editing?
just lived it, dude.
You're hate editing?
Yeah. Now, sometimes if I give it a couple days, which stresses you out.
It does.
You know, if I wait till Saturday to look at it.
I'm like, dude, how am I supposed to do the upload?
But, like, if I go home tonight and edit it, I'm like, I just did this, dude.
Yeah, I guess I usually
I'm going to invent an AI robot to pretend to be me.
To edit stuff?
No, to put in the chair.
Oh, what would I talk about
They've
with
got
the AI
robots.
robot? What am I going to...
You've seen them, right?
Well, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about? Those robots that they've got that, like, are really convincing?
The ones that fall over and...
No, the new ones.
Kick you in the legs?
That, like, can do karate and stuff?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that, like, mimic
Yeah,
you.
but we're just going to put, like, a me skin on him. Make him look like like back in the early days when they invented, like, downloadable skins, like you bought $1 and you got the cool, like, flaming skin or whatever.
I know what you're talking about. I never did that.
We'll
but
just
I know
do
what you're talking
that,
about.
like, over this robot body and put my face on it. There's enough audio of us out there at this point. Somebody could probably invent us.
Yeah, I do not consent, by the way.
I don't consent either.
Yeah, no, I don't know what I would talk to a robot about.
Yeah, I don't know. What if he was funnier than me? That's my new greatest fear unlocked. I couldn't imagine we did it as a gag, and you were like, "Hey, I think we should keep this going."
This was actually
like,
kind of.
well,
this was a lot more fun.
Yeah. What should I? What should I do? And it's like, you can still be in the office. You can still, like, watch.
Yeah, maybe like edit it while we're going.
Yeah.
You know? And then you're done even sooner.
Yeah. What are we doing?
No, I wouldn't.
For real this time.
I wouldn't replace you.
I appreciate that.
I don't know, man. I feel like we're still in that, like, catch-up phase where,
yeah,
you know, we're just
it's
kind of here to
chaos.
talk about whatever. But I did have some funny stuff happen. But first, I wanted to update you on my black coffee adventure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did it different this morning. Shout out to my wife for the idea. But I actually kind of liked it this morning, to where I'm like, you know, I was talking to her last night and I was kind of telling her, like, my struggles with, like, not like woe is me, but like my struggle to dial in the coffee to the point where I actually like it. And she was like, do you not like the grounds, or like the grinding your own beans, or do you not like? And I was like, I think I just don't like black coffee, and I'm just still trying to get to a point where it's not gross and it just doesn't taste like dirt. And then I was kind of telling her, I was like, I really feel like some of it might be user error, because I think I said this on the podcast, but in Dirty Santa over the holidays, my gift that I won was a bag of whole bean coffee.
Yeah.
And it was like a nice bag of coffee.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a grinder or anything, so I had to go get a grinder. And then I followed the instructions on the grinder where it's like, fill it up to this level with like that many beans, and then hit this button for this level of beans, and then just, you know, serve and enjoy, basically. Like, there wasn't a lot of information. Like, it's a pretty simple machine. And so I'm like, am I just dumb? Like, what am I doing wrong? And I'm basically just putting the beans in there, turning the grinder on, and then pouring them in the coffee pot as is without measuring anything else. And then I put in how much water I would normally put for that many cups of beans or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just haven't liked it. And then Courtney was like, well, why don't you just do it the way you used to do it, but grind the beans and then serve it out to yourself the way you normally would out of a tub of coffee grounds, like the way you used to. And I was like, that's a good idea. Why wasn't I doing that?
Yeah.
But I didn't want to waste any grounds, and I'm like, are they going to go bad? Anyway, so I did that, and I was like, okay, yeah. I guess I was using too many grounds.
It was too strong.
It was too strong. And so, but before I was doing it too light because it looked like tea, where like I could see through it.
Right.
And so I had to, you know, I'm just making adjustments.
Yeah.
Turning dials, making
science.
tweaks. Yeah. So anyway.
I was just having this conversation with somebody last night.
Yeah.
That we were literally, they were talking about black coffee and how not good it is. And
relate.
I was like, they alluded to the fact that they're like, it's probably a chemical thing. And I was like, it 100% is a chemical thing, because the only reason people like it is because of the caffeine. Mm-hmm. The caffeine that stimulates you your body recognizes that and goes, every time I have this, I feel so good.
Incredible.
And yeah, that's why people like black coffee, is because nobody starts out drinking black coffee and going, It doesn't happen. Everybody is like, I've been drinking black coffee for 47 years. It's like, yeah, because when that's all you're getting, and every morning, and the ritual aspect of it too, like waking up every morning and doing the same thing, yeah, your body is like, this is the best.
Right.
So all you got to do is you just got to grind it out for a few weeks.
That's what I'm doing. Is I'm waiting until I crave it. But
if it's the only caffeine you're getting, it's gonna get there.
Yeah, it is, and it's gotten better. I had a couple of days where I feel like I backtracked and I was like, grimacing as I was drinking it. Like, but today was pretty good. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, do it for another week or two, and then skip a day and see how you feel.
No,
because that happens to me. Like sometimes you miss it because of your rushing or whatever.
Right.
And then you're like, I wish I had my coffee today.
Which is why we did caffeine free 2023. Because I'm like, man, I'm tired of being mean to people when I miss my coffee.
Yeah, dude. So it's
but no. So and I'm down to 1 cup a day, which is nice.
Oh, you're
for the
killing
most
it,
part.
dude.
Like on the weekends, I might have an extra like cup, or in the mornings if I feel like I made too much, I'm like, maybe I'll do another half cup just to top it off on the way out the door, But for the most part, I'm down to like 1 mug a day.
Nice.
Plus or minus. Well, plus.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little extra. But what's weird is I feel like the effects are stronger.
Okay.
And I'm almost positive this is some sort of weird like placebo thing.
No.
But without the creamer, I'm like, I feel more energized by the coffee than I ever did. And like I said, I'm sure it's some sort of placebo thing.
No, I wonder if all the calories
were dragging me down
from the cream. It's possible.
Yeah, that cough nog was weighing us down.
Dude.
Who would have thought?
I was also telling somebody about that when we were talking about coffee last night. I was like, yeah, my Happy Pounds, I know exactly where they came from, and I name dropped you, and it's like, it's his fault. It's his fault specifically.
Does this person know me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, it's their fault. And next time you see them, you should say something to them. Be like, how could you do that?
I'll let you know if I
I'm kidding about that part. I did name drop you.
That's fine.
Because I was like, I drank cough nog from like November 7th until they stopped having it on the shelves.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, here's to pressing on, I guess.
I've been tossing around the idea of making it.
Making eggnog?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can.
But I can't,
it's just eggs and
I
nog.
recently got a good report from the doctor, so I was like, I really need
don't want to ruin that.
Yeah, I need to get life in order.
Yeah. Well, you're doing great.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this. Love us.
Yeah, how sweet. I had a little fan interaction this morning. It was your mom.
Oh, okay.
I ran into her. I wanted to say fan interaction and see how you reacted. No, I ran into her and she said something. She's like, I can't remember what it was, but you guys were cracking me up on your show the other day. Nice. And I just kind of talked to her. I'm like, hey, thanks for listening. And I'm glad you thought it was fun or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, I wish I could remember what it was. And I was like, yeah, we've kind of been all over the place the last few episodes. And I told her, I was like, I'm probably the one that brings the show down because I like to come in with a plan.
No.
And not that you don't, but I like to come in with the structure because I'm always worried we're going to run out of stuff to talk about.
We have never run out of stuff to talk about.
And I told her that's what you tell me. And you're right.
Yeah.
But my thing is here's where I think I drag the show down because I like to come in with a topic or a structure.
That's fine.
But then my
favorite
episodes we've done are the ones that are just disorganized.
Yeah.
And they're just fun.
Diamonds are made in the rough, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So
that's where all the gems are.
Yeah.
You got to get out in the weeds.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I think it's fine to have a general topic when we think of one, but for the most part, we might just come in here like this and just talk about whatever because we'll find something to talk about.
The only time we're going to not have something to talk about is when either we're doing this in front of people,
right,
or somebody sits in that chair that makes us nervous,
or we find ourselves in one of those times where we're actually doing a pre-recorded episode, and it's like, I just saw you yesterday. Like, what else are we going to talk about?
No, dude, we've for years we've riffed every day.
Who's going to sit in that chair that makes us nervous?
Well, I'm just saying. What if we invite Elon Musk and he comes?
He's not coming.
But what if?
You know what?
What if it was somebody? What if it was like? What if it was Danny DeVito?
I was going to say Tom Ryan.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Tom Ryan would make me nervous. I'm like,
Yeah.
that dude invented cheese stuffed crust.
Or somebody we were joking about, and they're like, "Yeah, remember that joke you said?"
Dude, my buddy texted me, the Marine.
Yeah.
Jacob, he texted me and was like, I never thought I would have to relive that baseball card photo. And I had no idea he listened to the show.
That's so funny.
I had sent him the podcast early on when we were like trying to generate listeners,
Yeah.
And then we kind of gave up on that. We're like, you know what? Our listener group is what it is.
It is what it is.
And we'll share it, but people will find us if they want us. I had no idea he kept listening. He was, he became a Marine this past year.
Thank you for your
So
service.
yeah, that's what I told him. So I said, I was like, okay. When he came, he didn't come at me, but he was like, I never thought I'd have to relive that baseball card photo.
That's
where,
a tough memory.
Where it's him and all the 12-year-olds.
That's a tough memory, dude.
And he was like, I can't believe. And I was like, okay, first of all, in my defense, I didn't know you listened to the show.
Yeah.
So I might have said something different
Right.
if I knew you would hear it. No, I'm just kidding. I probably would have done exactly what I did. But it was funny because I actually thought about sending him that episode.
Yeah.
Just being like, hey, I mentioned you in this episode, and just see what his reaction was. But then I totally forgot. But then he ended up finding it anyway. So it is kind of funny when stuff like that happens and people are like, hey, I listened to that. And I'm like, oh, yikes.
For sure. And also, we don't really have fans. Like, all these people that watch know us.
Yeah.
And they're like,
No.
oh, it's good that you're making fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys are finding something to do.
Let me put it on. I watch the show, muted in the background.
Yeah.
Which, hey, listen, even if
it helps the algorithm.
If you throw it on the tab and you hit the mute button, I'm not gonna be mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad at you.
A view's a view.
A view's a view.
Yeah. No, I said
what it is.
I said fan interaction just to see how you reacted. But
that would be crazy. Could you imagine actually being famous? Like, that would suck.
Dear us in 10 years. Here's what we wish you knew.
No,
just kidding.
We're gonna be. We're not making it.
We're not doing this in 10
No,
years.
Dude, no, there's no way. If we are,
oh, man.
who knows?
Yeah.
You just mentioning that. If we are doing this in 10 years, how
We better be making money, dude. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just thinking, like, imagine, like, our kids could see 10 years of our lives.
That's true.
Like, your kids at any point in the future from now, even if we quit doing this or we die, whatever, it's coming.
Yeah.
We just don't know when.
Yeah.
But
no one knoweth the day or the
our
hour.
kids could look back at this and be like, that was my dad when he was 20 whatever.
Yeah.
30 whatever. 40 whatever.
Have you seen...
Dude, okay. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I got to keep going back.
Go
to this.
ahead.
If we are in our 40s and we're still doing this, we may need to do like a topic shift or something. We may need to go do something else.
I think if that's the case, our lives have probably fallen apart. And we're holding on to whatever we thought we had left. And it was this.
It's this? No, if we're still doing this at like 40, we should go buy like a ranch like some of these other guys do and just go out and blow stuff up.
Dude,
I just change it. Like it'll be 10 years of podcasts.
Yeah.
In a whatever you want to call this
12 by 12 box.
Yeah. Into like we're just out in the field somewhere like, all right, today we're gonna blow up 37 washing machines.
Yeah.
Good times.
I just had like an existential crisis when you were like, if we're still doing this when we're 40, and I was like, shoot, that is 10 years for me.
All right.
No.
What are we doing?
Have you seen those videos where it's like it kind of became a trend, and it usually among musicians or artists, and it was like, Mom, why do we live in a trailer, and that doesn't have heat or air? And then it's like my dad in his 20s, and it's just this guy just drumming and in some like local gig. And basically the implication is that the artist grind doesn't make any money.
Oh, okay.
And if you don't make it big, you just
then,
come away with nothing but experience.
Right.
And so, that's like, hey, how come our life is bad? And it's like, well, here's what your dad was doing in his 20s instead of getting a real job. And it's like, that's going to be, like you mentioned, kids like watching, wow, I can see this like snapshot of my like father's life. And it's going to be like,
well, dude, as of recording this episode, I don't have children, but if I do, they're forbidden from watching this stuff. You cannot. No internet access.
I'll go in and I'll make it all like rated R.
I'm gonna block the channel.
Not for kids.
I'm just gonna go on the family YouTube account, block the channel.
There you go.
I'm not gonna know it exists.
There you go. Well,
oh, that's funny.
The mailbag.
We've got mailbag?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's do the mailbag.
Yeah, dude. Okay, we're killing it.
That's what I'm telling you, dude. That's what I'm telling you.
If I
there you go, another peer behind the veil.
If I ever,
we're good at talking to each other.
Yeah, if I ever worry about running out of stuff to talk about, I'm just going to remember it takes us half an hour to get to the mailbag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
No, so, well, first of all, comments primarily come from YouTube, Instagram, SpeakPipe, and gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. Keep putting YouTube comments out there. Comment on. We don't post a whole lot on Instagram, really, but we'll put the new episode announcements out there. Comment on those. I'm gonna start trying, instead of using like descriptions in the captions on Instagram, I'm gonna try to ask a question that's like relevant to the show.
Yeah.
To try to get feedback on Instagram. So look for that. SpeakPipe, we'd love to hear from you. Kind of a voicemail Dropbox sort of thing, and then email us at gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. We did get an email. I think it's a scam, but Carlos from Podstatus writes, your podcast, The Good Dumb Fun Show, has good performance in Apple Podcast rankings in the last 30 days. Listen to this.
Move over, Joe Rogan.
We are number 105 in the comedy category in Indonesia. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
Not me.
Dude.
I'd like to know how many comedy podcasts there are.
Get ready, comedy podcasts.
Yeah, move over.
We're skyrocketing.
Yeah, move over. Good Dumb Fun Indonesia. So yeah, there might be 105, but we're number 100.
We're numbered.
Yeah, we're ranked.
We could be. Yeah,
we're a ranked podcast.
We could have been unranked.
Yeah, imagine being unranked in Indonesia.
Couldn't be us.
Yeah, not us.
Could not be us.
No. Also, as I was collecting comments for today.
I just thought about, what if it was somebody we knew that just happened to be traveling to Indonesia and they had to log in to the hotel Wi-Fi and they're like, let me make sure what Josh and Patrick are doing.
Yeah. No, I don't know how that happened, but we did get that. So thank you, Carlos. While I was collecting comments for this episode, I noticed on the Christmas episode I missed a bunch.
Really?
Well, several. I won't say a bunch.
What are you doing?
A bunch for us. I don't know. I looked at like the YouTube studio where it like tells you about your community interactions and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I look there and I look at all like the unresponded comments and I try to go in and I like heart them or like them or something so that I don't miss any. Well, I was like, let me make sure we're not missing any. I don't know what made me think of that, but I went into this past week's episode, the one before that, and I just went through the Christmas break where we had pre-recorded and I got pretty much all of them except for the Christmas episode. For whatever reason on that community, like the community tab in YouTube Studio, it only showed me like 2 or 3 of the comments and there were probably 4 or 5 more.
Oh, nice.
So I did not write them down, so you're not going to hear them today. But I do apologize for missing those comments. And then maybe in the...
Why did we just talk about it?
Well,
then?
maybe in the future. I just wanted to say, like, I'm not trying to dodge people. I just missed it. So maybe we'll bring those back up at a future time. But I also missed one from the Best Of episode.
Okay.
Best of 2025.
Oh, yeah, that banger.
To end the new year. Some of you may have seen it. Micah Olson, I want a refund. The episode numbers are now wrong, as this is not a real episode. So it was supposed to be, but life happens. And so I thought it'd be funny, Patrick said we got to post something to keep up with the weekly.
I laughed.
So I was like, okay, I got this. And so I did a compilation, Best of 2025, funny clips only.
Yeah.
and it was empty.
It was funny.
And the joke is, we're not funny, right?
Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah.
I laughed.
Several people reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, I think this is broken. There's nothing in there." And I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "All right. I guess we're not funny because I thought that joke would land more than it did." But yeah, it's like a minute long. It's like a minute and 20 seconds long, and a minute of that is just the intro and outro.
That's so funny.
So anyway, yeah. So sorry about that, Micah. Your refund's in the mail. Also, if you were paying anything, maybe that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Join the Patreon.
Yeah. Make the Patreon and then put money in it for us, please.
Disclaimer, there is not a Patreon.
There's no Patreon. If anybody's asking you for good, dumb, fun money,
don't take it.
Don't respond. Looking at you, Carlos. From this past week, Skip just commented, "Can't hide money." So he's keeping that alive. But that was a fun memory. No more We Want Skip, though. So
he's invited. He knows.
Yeah,
He's got the pass.
Yeah.
He's got the pass.
The good, dumb, fun pass.
He's got the good dumb fun pass.
So
I'll laminate it for you.
He's going to want that now.
It's in the mail.
Well, before I get into the funny thing that happened,
okay.
Do you have anything you want to say or talk about?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry for my contribution.
No, that's fine.
But I mean, we're just nothing going on right now.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet in the neighborhood.
Yeah. For those of you wondering, where's your mic arms? Why are you holding your microphones? Stay
Go back
tuned.
and watch last week's episode.
No. That's a pre-record. So stay tuned for.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Stay tuned for a future episode, and you can find out what happened.
What if I just hypercut it into this one?
No, I want them to keep watching.
You want them to wait? Okay.
I got to give them something to hang on to.
I'm sure based on us holding the mics, they can probably infer what happened.
No one knows what happened. So, I want to talk about, well, yeah.
We're good. Quit stressing about it.
I'm not stressing.
Hey, look at me.
We're good.
We're okay.
I know. Well,
It's
I
okay.
thought about starting with a different thing, and then
They're
leading.
looking at the timestamp. They're like, "Why is this guy worried about it?"
Well, you're about to find out. So, I want to bring back up the shopping cart thing about returning your shopping cart.
Okay.
At the grocery stores and
Yeah.
stuff. So, have you seen these videos? There's this huge just jacked Russian guy who patrols this parking lot.
Yeah, because you sent me that.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and he basically
He bullies people into putting their carts back.
But he doesn't lay hands on them. He doesn't really say anything to them. He walks.
He would murder them. He would rip them in half.
Just to paint a picture for you, because I don't know if I can go back and find this, and I don't have.
Oh yeah, we can make a description. Imagine 6'8",
Yeah.
380 pounds in single-digit body fat.
Of pure muscle, yeah.
Yeah.
And he walks up.
He's Russian.
Yeah.
He's probably growling. The mic just didn't pick it up.
Yeah. Definitely, if he's breathing.
A monster.
If he's breathing through his nose, you can hear it.
A monster.
So he walks up, and the video starts, and this was weeks ago that I watched this, but somebody goes to they load up their groceries in their car, and then they just put their cart next to their vehicle, and then they get in to leave, and they did not return their shopping cart. He walks over to their car, grabs the shopping cart, basically with one hand, picks it up and puts it behind their car so that they can't back out.
Yeah.
And then he knocks on their window and asks them to roll their window down. And, he does the whole, "Hey, friend, I noticed that you did not return your shopping cart to its proper place. Would you like me to help you?"
Yeah.
And, he's acting like he's being pretty friendly, but he's really being super threatening.
Yeah.
Because he's just, he's in a, black tank top, tattoos, muscle, bald head, all that.
Huge.
Stereotypical, Russian bouncer.
Yeah.
And the person gets out of their car, and they're stammering. They're like, "Oh, I was gonna," and he's like, "Here, I'll show you where it is." And so he makes them grab the shopping cart, walk it back to the cart corral, and he just walks behind them the whole way, and then thanks them for doing the right thing. And that reminded me, obviously, of our conversation about this. And I was at Walmart the other day, not a sponsor. I had to go to several stores looking for a particular item.
Yeah.
And it was a poster frame for not $1 million. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to spend less than $1 million on a poster frame.
You could probably do it.
And you can't do it at some stores. But I found one at Walmart. So I won't shout out the other stores that wanted $75 for the same thing. But you can imagine who they were. Anyway, so I was at Walmart, and I finally found what I was looking for. I go out to the car. I put it in a shopping cart because one of my boys was with me, so
yeah,
I put him so where he can just ride in the cart, you know. And anyway, so I wheel him back out to the parking lot. I get him loaded in his car seat. I put the poster frame in the back of my car, and then I parked right next to the cart corral, and I just walk over there, and the way this cart corral was set up, pretty standard probably, where like you have 2 lanes basically, so people can push in carts from the other side all the way to me, and I can push in carts from my side all the way to the other side. And anyway, so it was completely empty. So when you walk up to an empty cart corral, envision this. You have an empty shopping cart. Mm-hmm. You push it up to the empty cart corral. There's no carts there. Do you walk it all the way into the cart corral? Yes, you shove it as hard as you can to see how far it'll go into the cart corral, which is exactly what I did. What I did not take into account was that...
Oh, did you miss?
No.
Oh, okay.
Executed perfectly.
Okay.
But what I did not take into account was there was a mother and probably like a, you know, I'd probably put him at like 11-year-old son, and his mom were walking back to their car, and as I pushed it, they came out from behind a vehicle. Now there's bumpers, so they're in no danger. But I did worry that I just like set a bad example for this kid, because he totally saw me do it, and the mom saw me see me do it. So then they go to their car, which was conveniently right in front of my car.
Oh no!
So
dude.
I go back to my car, and I get in the driver's seat, and I'm kind of getting my getting the car seat camera turned on, getting the radio turned on, finding something to listen to on the way home before we get going. And I kind of was like keeping an eye on this kid to see what he was going to do, just out of curiosity. And he's helping his mom load her groceries. And then I see her go to return the shopping cart. And then he did the whole like, I'll get it, Mom. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And so I watch him take the shopping cart over to the cart corral. His mom followed him, and it was only like 3 or 4 spots down. His mom follows him, and then I watched him shove the shopping cart down the empty cart corral, and then he had the biggest smile on his face.
Nice.
And then the mom was kind of standing there like, all right, you know,
there you go.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah.
Like to her son, like,
yeah,
you know, I'm glad you did it, but I kind of knew that's what you wanted to do. And she wasn't like mad at him or anything, but I think it was kind of like do we really have to be loud and reckless sort of look? Not in like a, I'm upset with you for doing that, but in like a, like, come on, is that really the whole reason you wanted to do this? So then I'm getting buckled up. I'm about to put my car in reverse, and they come walking back, and the mom looks right at me, and I didn't know what to do. So I did this. And and for those listening, I basically gave her like the Maverick salute from Top Gun.
Yeah.
And I kind of smirked.
Not thrilled with you.
No, she laughed so hard.
Oh, okay, good.
Because she realized that I knew.
Made the connection. Yeah.
She knew that I, like, basically we all
she
just
knew that you knew that she knew that he knew what he was doing.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like we all just kind of had this moment.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of sweet because like
that's wholesome.
It was very wholesome. And that's why I'm telling the story, because I'm like, that was awesome.
Oh man,
like,
that was nowhere where I thought that was going.
Fantastic public interaction.
Yeah.
At a Walmart parking lot of all places.
Yeah,
like
very unlikely.
Yeah. Like talk about diamonds in the rough. Yeah. So it was a very wholesome moment, and it was kind of sweet because, like, you know, she looked at me, I gave her the salute, not knowing how she was going to react, and then she laughed, like she just like didn't expect that, and then she kind of like rubbed her son's head and pulled him in and like gave him a hug as they were walking back to the car, and I think for me, like, I was kind of worried. I'm like, shoot, did I just set a bad example? Like, I don't want to get this kid in trouble because he saw a grown man acting childish. And like that gives him permission to do the same thing in a public place. And I didn't know how, you know, how certain mothers will react to that sort of thing. But it was a very like sweet moment. And I was like, I need to tell Patrick this because that was awesome.
That's wholesome.
Yeah.
But also, listen, let's not act like you set a bad example here. Because
I put my cart back.
You put the cart back. Did you do it in an aggressive way? Yes. Are there aggressive and non-aggressive ways to tell the truth? Yes. However, what was the other alternative? The kid could have just left it, and then he's got to go to prison.
Yeah, been a scumbag.
life.
He could be a scumbag. Yeah. That's your other option.
So if anything, you just you saved his life.
I kept him out of prison.
You kept him out of prison.
Yeah.
He could be a dirty cart leaver.
Yeah.
But he's not. It's one more for the books.
Yeah. And, I wonder what he's doing now.
Not in prison.
That's true. This was like 3 days ago. But no, I just thought that was kind of a fun thing. And it made me think, and we kind of talked about this on, I think, maybe the Labor Day episode when we were just talking about work. I think that stuff like that, because if I parked further away, not only would I have shoved my shopping cart into the cart corral to see how far it would go, if I had parked further away, he probably would have seen me riding the shopping cart to the corral. Because I'm like, you gotta tiptoe through the tulips a little bit.
You gotta live life.
Yeah. But it made me think about a couple of things. One, why do we do the things we do?
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much credit, but I feel like that was that kid's first time doing that.
Yeah, maybe.
Based on the way he
acted.
Was based on the way he found joy in that. Visible joy.
Yeah.
So that kid might do that every time.
Maybe.
From here on out. And he probably would have figured it out on his own had he not seen me do it. I feel like that's instinctual.
Yeah.
Eventually he would have shoved it into the cart corral. But he happened to see me do it. And I'm like, did I just affect that kid's life? And I have no idea who he is. And then I started thinking about, what have I seen people do that now I do? You know what I mean? What have I learned from people
from
that
randos?
That just became part of my personality or part of my normal day-to-day walk,
Yeah.
Can you does anything come to mind when I say something like that?
No, because I actively try to do what I don't see in public. Because every time, dude, I get so grated when I go to a supermarket or anywhere where I have to stand in a line. Because I'm like, this could be so much more efficient if you would just not be a dirtbag about what's happening right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I told it on this podcast, but I'd tell you a month or two ago when I went to go get chicken tenders at a place and this person absolutely freaked out on the chicken tender lady.
I don't think so.
Dude. Oh, well, perfect segue. We've got the light and the dark.
Okay, go ahead.
This guy just went ballistic on this chicken lady for not having the sides that he had 3 years ago. He walks in, well, let me set the stage. I walk in on my lunch break. So, not necessarily super rush, but when you're on your lunch break, you're mindful of the time. So I go out, I get in line for the chicken tenders, and I notice that this guy in front of me, an older gentleman, is talking really loud. And it's not until I get behind him, because naturally everybody in front of me has probably been there longer than I was and started peeling out. People just started leaving. They're just going to get something else.
This was in the drive-thru?
No. This was in a store.
Okay.
Physically in a store. And I get up there and he's like, I'm telling you, I want this and this. And the chicken lady is like, sir, we don't have that today. So I'm guessing the menu changes. Because they're like, sir, we don't have that today. And he was like, I've been eating here on my lunch for 3 years. And by the way, he's screaming the entire time. He's yelling. He's like, I've eaten here for 3 years, and you've always given me problems. And he starts pointing and all this stuff. And this lady, I laughed so hard just because she was not giving him an inch. She literally was just like, we don't have that. You want to talk to the manager? Okay, let me go get him. Did not give him an inch. And he's like, this is the worst place I've ever. He was just super upset. He's like, you're treating me so poorly, all this sort of stuff, because they didn't have the sides he wanted. And literally, so there were different lanes. I look over and I see this dude in uniform, like active duty uniform, and I see his eyes get wide, and we make eye contact. And he's like, he kind of hits me with this number. He's like,
what is this guy's deal?
And I go, and then I left.
Oh, so you didn't even stay?
Because he was like, I am not moving until I speak with the manager.
Wow.
And she disappeared, and I was like,
yeah,
I know where this is going.
You're like, I'm not waiting, and I'm definitely not talking to that guy.
I'm not getting my tenders before my lunch break is over, because this guy's not going to leave, and I have a feeling she's going to take her sweet time, which I totally, if I was in her position, not saying this is the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm in her position, I'm going to be like, I'm going to go get the manager, and I'm going to go take my 15 to 20-minute break, and I'm just going to sit down. And if he's still there, then I'll be like, oh, sorry, let me go get him. And I'm just going to keep that guy there as long as possible until either he leaves or until he goes and finds the manager.
That's crazy. Now, I don't know if this was a fast food place, but like working in fast food, I had some like
irate customers.
Yeah, just lunatics.
Yeah.
And I feel like I only have like 4 stories, so I might have told you this before. But there was one customer in particular that yelled at me, and like I had withheld them their rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you committed a crime against them.
Yeah, like a crime against humanity, but directly on them for messing up their order. And it was another mother-son scenario. So what happened was earlier in the evening,
that poor kid.
And so just to familiarize everyone, I worked at Subway. I was a sandwich artist, am a sandwich artist, once a sandwich artist, always a sandwich artist. My buddy says that about the Marines, and it sounds good. So I'm trying it out. But shout out Jacob, thank you for your service. The kid had come in, like his mom was parked outside, and he had come in earlier in the evening with a note of the order.
Oh.
And so like I think she was trying to like
you handle it.
Push him out of his comfort zone, like it's time for you to grow up. And
or she just didn't want to have to go in and deal with it. Yeah.
It could have been that.
Either way.
The vibe I got was she's trying to teach her kid how to interact with strangers.
Got it.
And, kind of grow up a little bit. Like not in an offensive way, like grow up, but like literally just kind of pushing him out of his comfort zone a little bit so he can get used to that as he's growing older, which that's fine. Yeah. But she sent him in, and I don't know if she's a doctor or what, but it was illegible. Most of what she wrote. And so this kid was looking at it, and he was like, okay, I need one of these sandwiches. I don't know what this says. Do you know what that says? Like, he showed me, and I'm like, I don't know what that says. And so there were some things where we just had to guess. And or just ignore it altogether.
Yeah.
And he was like, and the kid told me, he's like, let's just skip that part, or I think it says this, so do that.
Yeah.
And
he
then
was like, I think it's 2 6-inches, and you were like, no, it's 1 foot long.
Yeah. No, we don't need to argue about that right now. Call back. Let's bring that back up. We had viewership back then. So anyway, we get the order done, and it was like family dinner. Like there were like
a lot of sandwiches.
There was like 5 or 6 footlongs.
Oh wow!
So like this was for a group of people.
It's a big order.
Yeah. Yeah. And she sent this kid in, and she set him up for failure. Whoever wrote this note set him up for failure.
You sent him to Nam without a weapon.
Yeah. So it's like Hacksaw Ridge in there. So we make the order. I send him out to the car, and then they just like drove off. Because, everything's wrapped up. You're not going to sit out there, especially if it's other people's food.
Yeah, it's not like Wendy's where you're just going to peek in the bag.
Yeah, you don't check the bag and count items. Like, it's all there. It's just none of it was right, apparently. So, anyway, a couple hours later, the mom calls the store, and I answered. And just immediately, 0 to 100, she's yelling at me on the phone. And she says, I sent my son in there earlier to order dinner, and you did it all wrong. And you need to make this right, and I want a refund, and I want I want cookies, and I want like extra stuff for free, and she just starts accusing me of messing everything up, and then making demands about how I'm going to rectify this.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I know exactly who you are. I remember your son. I did not want to throw him under the bus, because I could tell that he was kind of nervous.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm like, it's not his fault. He couldn't, neither of us could read your handwriting.
Read your stupid handwriting.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, first of all, doctor, here's what I think
Definitely
about.
not a doctor.
No, not the way she acted. I don't know. I guess there can be mean doctors.
There's mean everybody. But
yeah, but anyway, so they come back in. I'm like, no problem. I'll remake the order. If you want to give it to me over the phone, I'll have it ready when you get here. And she was like, okay. So then she tells me everything. I'm writing everything down. I make the order. She shows up with her son. They both walk in together. She's still huffing and puffing. He will not look up from the ground.
Right.
So, like...
Yeah, he's ashamed of
her. He knows. Well, yeah, I think he was like, I'm sorry that she's yelling at you.
Yeah, of course.
But then also he was like, please don't tell her that, I share blame here. And I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, he peeks up and you were like...
I'm like, you're good.
I got you, bro.
I'm like, this is what sandwich artists do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
Yeah. We take the heat.
Yeah.
Okay. We're out here on the front lines.
You're in the oven.
We're out here on the front lines.
Yeah.
The Bane, we call it. And so anyway, that was the only like irate customer I remember. But the guy you just described reminded me of her because she was at that level of just like pointing fingers and just accusing and acting like I stole her car or something. And then
I can't.
Yeah.
I cannot rationalize it.
Yeah.
In my
it was
head.
crazy.
Because I'm like, the worst thing that could happen in eating is that they completely mess it up. As in, like, they bring you ordered chicken wings and they brought you a hamburger. In my mind, that's the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah, but in my mind...
And even then, you're like, hey, I ordered a hamburger. Or I ordered chicken wings, not a hamburger.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of how I am. I'd be like, hey, you gave me someone else's hamburger. I got the wings. Here's the receipt.
Oopsie.
Yeah. No harm, no foul.
Yeah. Can I get my chicken wings?
I'm in kind of a hurry.
Yeah.
Can I get them soon or can I get a refund? Yeah.
Why would you be angry?
I don't know. And
it's just food.
Yeah. Well, and
it's not like you spent your last $5. Which, hey, listen, if you spent your $5, your last $5 on a footlong, maybe you're an idiot. Let's just say, let's put that out there. You got $5 to your name and you chose to take it to Subway.
Yeah. Okay. Bleep. It's like maybe you're just financially irresponsible. Have you thought about that? But no, it wasn't even about the there was no like hard-earned money comment.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. That was crazy. But what?
I'm just having a good time.
Oh, me too. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that started to make me think going back to the shopping cart thing. I started to think about like, what have I seen other people do that I have incorporated into my life? And, and then I also started thinking of like that conversation I think we had before of like the things that we do to make mundane chores more fun.
Yeah.
To make them bearable, if not enjoyable.
Yeah.
And it's like, I did that all the time when I worked in like a warehouse job. Like I felt like it was my job to make my job fun because the job was not fun.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if I don't do something, I'm going to hate it here and I'm going to quit. And so I'm like, I've got to come up with something to make this more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And so like whether it's riding the shopping cart back to the corral or shoving it as hard as you can into the corral to see how far it goes, like stuff like that. I feel like you and I are aligned in this because we recognize that to some extent a job is a job.
Yeah.
And every job is going to have not so fun pieces of it.
Yeah.
And it's like you really got to do what you can to make it enjoyable because the reality is it's like you're going to be working in some capacity for this foreseeable future.
Yeah.
The
reality
and then,
is
God willing, you can retire one
you're going
day.
to die.
Okay.
There's the reality.
Welcome to the Good Dumb Fun Show.
And you might as well laugh on your way out. That's what I'm saying.
That got real morbid real fast.
I'm just saying. You got to tell them. You going to die on your deathbed remembering the sandwich artist who screwed your midnight order up or your evening dinner up? Well,
she might. I'm going to be on her gravestone one day.
Hey, die mad, idiot.
Yeah, she's going to be like, he ruined everything. And then
this turned into a wild one real quick. I feel like we were tame, and then I just had to throw it out there. And
you're like, memento mori, everybody.
Oopsies.
Memento mori.
Oopsies.
Remember you will die.
Sorry. We can bring it back down.
Yeah. Well, hey, how do you want to die? I'm just kidding. I was trying to think of don't answer that. I was trying to think of a funny like shock jock question to act like we were going to change the subject. I don't want to.
We can talk about it on an episode.
I don't want to. One day?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one day.
One day.
How do you feel about, so obviously like that kid seemed to have learned something from me.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything where you've learned not to do something other than yelling at Chicken Lady? Like, obviously you're like, okay, that guy looks terrible. I'm not like, next time I come to this chicken place, I'm not yelling at her because I don't like the way that guy looks. That's not what I'm talking about. But like, have you ever learned from someone else's mistakes, either in person or online, where like you watched someone do something and you realized, shoot, I might have had the same thought, and I'm glad I got to see that play out before I did that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, can you think of anything like that?
100%.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things I learned, and I'm thankful, I learned this basically right at the start that I, as a human, gained internet. I learned that if you post something and other people see it and they disagree, you better hope that you're right enough to get
survive.
people on your side.
Okay.
Because I had to be, I mean, and again, we're talking, I'm probably 12 or 13, first getting exposed to the internet.
Yeah.
And we're talking, that's way back when. Like, we're talking, well, this was still the Wild West.
Yeah. And
I just, every time I see somebody who makes a comment on YouTube or something and then they just get absolutely
roasted,
bulldozed,
yeah.
I learned pretty much as soon as I got internet, I went, oh, yeah, keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
So even when something gets me fired up, which it's all designed to do,
right.
But I always know because, you know, we all do this. You get on Instagram, you get on Twitter, you get on TikTok, whatever. You're watching a video. We can't even finish the video before going to the comments.
Yeah.
And reading the comments.
I'm really bad about that on a particular channel, but I'll save that for a second.
I don't say nothing.
I don't comment.
Not
really.
on public, no.
Yeah. The only time I comment on anything is if I think I have something funny to say.
Yeah.
Then I'll comment.
Yeah.
Because then if anybody disagrees, it's like, who cares? It was a joke.
Yeah.
But I'm not like putting my views out there.
100%.
Because I'm like, I can be swayed. You know, I can read someone's comment and be like, I'm like, oh, that actually makes sense. I hadn't considered that perspective. Like, I'm not worried about my worldview being challenged.
Yeah.
But you can go on there. There's a funny post I saw that was like, it was like Twitter in a nutshell. And this was years ago. And I think I have it. I can send it and maybe put it right here or whatever. But it was something along the lines of like, look at this photo of this cute dog I saw at the park. And then it's like 1,000 replies. And then the most recent one is, I'm not saying the Nazis were right in what they did. I'm saying. It's like, it just shows how quickly things devolve on the internet.
Yeah.
And I got all the details wrong. And if we do put it up there, you'll see what it was. But I'll send it to you either way. But that is so true. Because like, and I hear Micah talk about this sometimes. Like, he'll be on some YouTube channel about college football or Doctor Who or something he cares about, and he'll comment and be like, I'm arguing with these people in the comments because, you know, I said this and then they said that and I said you're an idiot and they said, well, you're this, and I'm like, why are we doing this? And then he'll follow up and he'll be like, I commented, why are we doing this? And I'm like, I didn't mean to comment that. I'm like, I'm just asking, you know. Some people live for the comment section.
Some people just like to argue.
Yeah. And Micah.
And the internet is the perfect place to do that.
Micah, do your thing.
Yeah.
If you want to argue in the comment sections, do that. Argue in our comment section. We'd love the engagement.
Yeah.
But the thing for me is like, if I put myself out there and I said, here's what I think about this, I'm like, I don't need that negativity in my life.
Don't do it.
I don't need to be told I'm an idiot because I think murder is bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't do it.
They're like, well, you know, sometimes murder can be good, and you didn't think about this, and that's offensive to this group of people who murder for, like, I'm like, okay, who cares?
Yeah.
I think what I think. You don't care what I think. I don't really care what you think.
Don't say anything on the internet.
Yeah.
Unless you're telling us how great our show is.
Yeah. Now, where you should comment is the Good Dumb Fun Show.
The Good Dumb Fun Show.
We would love your comments. And
we
if you just
are a safe haven.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say.
Anything you say may be read on the show.
Can and will be used
against you
in the making of these episodes.
Yeah. But don't let that scare you away. you know?
Let it happen.
Yeah, just put it out there.
Everything I just said doesn't apply to this ecosystem.
That's other people.
Yeah, not us.
This is safe.
We won't bully you.
No.
We won't
Most of the
put you up on the internet.
Most of the time, you guys are bullying us, so we'll just read it on the show.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean? So, but yeah, we do want your comments. So don't
Yes.
let that scare you away.
Yeah, we love you.
But we can't control what other people
This
respond.
is all fun.
It is fun.
This is all fun.
You know what
All
I
fun
saw?
and games.
Okay. It's talking about learning from other people's mistakes. Over the holiday break, I saw a lot of like winter content of like people like playing in the snow or, you know, battling the icy roads or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a serious question, because to my knowledge, you've lived in the South your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say I transplant you to the North or the Midwest.
I want it so bad.
Okay. Congratulations. You live in Nebraska now.
Nice.
And
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm going. Hold on.
okay. You live in Nebraska now,
Nice.
not Iowa, because, well, if you can see my shirt, you know why. But you walk outside for work. You realize that your car is iced over because there was an ice storm last night.
Dang.
You have an ice scraper. You got the snow off, but it's too thick to really get it off in any sort of timely manner. You forgot to come out early and start your vehicle to defrost from the inside, which is the most effective and safe way. Now, you get the idea. I've got to go to work.
I do have to go to work.
I have a pot. I have a stove.
Mm-hmm.
I can boil some water.
I've done this.
You've done this?
I've done this here, yeah. I cracked a windshield or two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spoiled it. But I wanted to know, like, logic.
I'm sorry, I
No, it's
ruined your
okay.
bit.
No, but I'm glad you said that,
Yeah.
because I was like, shoot, did it work?
Yeah.
Because my understanding is it's never going to work. But
It works. You just
well,
crack
yeah.
your windshield.
Yeah, so I saw so many videos
I've
of
never
people
owned a vehicle that doesn't have a cracked windshield because of me.
because of you dumping boiling water onto a frozen windshield.
Even not boiling water,
Yeah.
even just hot water.
Yeah.
Even steaming water.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean,
Didn't know.
yeah. Well, and so logically speaking, you think hot liquid, frozen liquid.
Melt ice.
What could go wrong?
Yes.
Turns out everything can go wrong.
Yes.
So I had heard this. I'd never seen it before. But growing up in the Midwest, like I had heard, hey, do not pour hot water on your frozen windshield.
Yeah.
And I saw so many videos of people doing this over the holiday break. And I'm sure it's like years in the making compilation video. But, dude, the people they're so confident. They're like, watch this. Like, I'm about to crack the code.
Yeah.
And they pour a boiling pot of water onto their windshield, and the windshield just caves into the vehicle.
Yeah.
And now not only is their windshield gone, but now their car is like full of snow
Yeah.
because it just all fell into the car.
I cracked one just turning the heat on too fast.
Really?
Yeah. Which
Oh,
it
that's
probably
crazy.
already had a micro crack.
Okay.
It
That's
just
crazy.
made it worse.
Wow.
But yeah, I immediately, I used to, when I learned the water was a bad idea,
Yeah.
I used to jump into the car, crank the heat to max.
Yeah.
Max blow, max heat. And I was driving
Defrost
to work. And I literally, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a glint, and I watched the crack travel
Wow.
to the entire other side of the windshield by the driver's side. Still there.
I've never heard that. You had to have had a chip or something.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
I've
And
been
the heat just made it worse.
Yeah. I could
Which
see that
was
happening.
going to happen anyways.
Right. Yeah. You could have hit a bump and it would have done it. But
But I've cracked a windshield, not like destroyed a windshield with the hot water. But again,
Dude.
I didn't boil. Like, you have to be pretty dumb to boil it. Like, be like, once it starts bubbling, you're like, that should be hot enough.
yeah.
Like,
well, you know.
I think just hot water from your bathtub probably would help enough.
Right. But you think about, like, I want to insta melt it.
Yeah.
You know, I can see the logic behind it.
Yeah.
But, like, you just don't, if you don't know, you don't know
Yeah.
that, hey, frozen glass and hot water don't mix.
Yeah.
And these people learn the hard way.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that as like, what have I learned from other people? And it's like, I had heard that before, just as like a general rule, don't do this. But seeing the videos of it, I was like, oh my goodness, that's insane.
It's crazy.
But I've been driving my car before where, you know, maybe a week or so before, I had heard a rock hit my windshield, but I didn't see anything. And I think, oh, you know, dodged a bullet that time. But then a week later, I hit a bump, and I just, like, from the corner, like, the very the very edge of the glass, it just, like, lightning bolts. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I did catch a rock. I just didn't see the chip from where I was, from where I sit in the driver's seat. But anyway, it's kind of a life lessons learned the hard way thing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. Remember when you said you were worried about not having enough to talk about?
Are we running out of time?
It's an hour 4.
Oh, we should stop. You got to bring the tripod back. I can't see.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
See, I told you, dude, everything's good.
Everything's fine.
Don't crack your windshields, folks.
Yeah. And if you have a life lesson learned the hard way, please share it with us because I'd love to hear.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. And anything else?
No, dude, I'm
okay.
good.
Well,
get us out of here.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've been Josh.
I've been Patrick.
And you've been listening to
The Good Dumb Fun Show.